guys, welcome to my 27-week bump date. According to some, this is the third trimester. According to others, I guess there's still a couple of days or something like that. But I'm going to consider it my third trimester, so oh my gosh, I'm in my third trimester? What? So crazy. Anyway, this is about as good as it's going to get today, this look, because first off, I was up until 2 a.m. because I was watching the Buckeye-Alabama game last night. I was really excited about the game because I really didn't think we were going to win, and then we did, and I was like, what? It was crazy. And oh my gosh, James and I scared Jonathan to death last night, I'm pretty sure, with all of our screaming at the game, the TV, you know? And he was kicking so hard because he was probably like, what are you guys doing? Oh my gosh, so loud. But it was amazing. I know I have a lot of Alabama fans out there. To all you guys, amazing game. It seriously could have been anybody's game, and like, you guys were on point with your tackles and everything else. There are a couple times that I was like, dang, it looked like our player just got hit by a Mack truck. So bravo guys, it was a really awesome game. Like I said, it could have gone to anybody, and it made for such an exciting game to watch. So best day ever. But I'll get into my bump date. Okay, so the first symptom that I'm going to talk about is heartburn. Woo! There were a couple days this week that I thought I may or may not burn a hole in my esophagus because it was just like straight acid. And it felt awful, and I didn't want to take Tums, even though I know Tums are okay, but I have some if I wanted to, but I didn't want to. So I drank milk, and that actually helped. But yeah, laying down was rough couple nights because it was just like, I feel fire all up in here. Ouch. The next thing I want to talk about is, so I had never heard of this before, but apparently you can get a pregnancy-induced carpal tunnel, I believe. I don't know if that's what it's called, but yeah, a carpal tunnel that you get while you're pregnant. And there was a couple days I was like, man, my hand is just hurting so badly, and it's almost like it was, I don't even know how to describe it. It wasn't just normal hand pain that I get from like my arthritis-y symptoms. It was different than that. And it was basically right between my index finger and my thumb, and it killed for a couple days, and it seems to get better, and then some days it's worse. I think it's depending on how much I'm using my hands to do certain things. When I'm up cooking a lot and in the kitchen, like we made a Thanksgiving dinner again a couple days after Christmas, and that was one of the days that hurt the worst. So I think just chopping everything all day and cooking constantly, it just kind of made it flare up. I forgot to talk to the doctor about it this morning though. I knew I was forgetting something. Next symptom, nosebleeds. I have had a couple nosebleeds the past week, and normally I'm not the kind of person to ever get a nosebleed. Except for the time I broke my nose when I was little, I don't think I'd had a nosebleed until I got pregnant. And right now especially, I think it's because the weather is colder and drier than what it usually is here, so I'm sure that contributed to that as well. This week, my boobs have been so sore. I don't know if they're just getting huge quickly and it hurts, or if they're just kind of getting ready to make some colostrum and milk and all that stuff. But they really hurt, they're sore. So I don't know exactly why, but they're just really tender, so I've pretty much just been wearing those really comfortable bras, and I mean, that's really it. What else can I do, you know? Alright, my emotional status this week has been ridiculous. I told you guys last week that I was being a feisty pants, and this week I'm more emotional, as in like I just cry, and it's over really dumb things. The other day, I was really hungry. My brother and his girlfriend were still in town. James was off of work. And we were all on different pages on when we were going to eat, and I thought we were going early, so everybody was all confused, but I didn't want to rush anybody to eat, so I was starving, and I was having snacks, but like when you're expecting a meal, snacks don't cut it. Like, you need food, okay? So I'm already hangry because I'm like starving, and I'm like, ugh, I just want to eat, but I can't eat, because then when we get there, I'm not going to eat because I'm going to have food already. You know, I can't eat 2 lunches. So, I was already hungry, And then I went to get ready to go out to eat. So I'm doing my hair and I'm trying to like put on clothes to look cute, and I just start crying because I was like, I hate my hair, I look ugly, I look like a tick because I'm fat and I have no hair. Like, I was just having a dumb little pity party with myself. And trust me guys, I know I was being ridiculous. Poor James walks in and he's like, no, you look pretty. I love your hair. You look great. I'm like, I'm fat. And guys, okay. So that was number one breakdown that was just stupid. Totally ridiculous. Second was yesterday. My friend in Ohio is throwing a baby shower for me. So that's gonna be my big shower with my family, my friends, just everybody from back home. And so anyway, one of my other good friends got the invitation yesterday, and she texted me and she's like, hey, are you only registered for 7 things? And I was like, what? So she was like, yeah, at Amazon, there's only 7 things on there. And I was like, well, I'm registered at Target, Amazon, and Babies R Us. And she was like, well, the invitation only says Amazon. And I'm like, shoot, because there's probably close to 50 people invited to the baby shower. And getting a hold of everybody is just, not that it's hard to do necessarily, it's just kind of a pain in the butt and stresses me out because now I have to get a hold of everybody to tell them the correct version because there's only 7 things on there, and if everybody gets me gift cards to Amazon, that's like nothing off my registry at all. So I was a little stressed out last night because I was trying to figure everything out. And then James went to the store because he was out of milk and I was out of almond milk. And I always get the original unsweetened. And I'm really specific about that because I hate sweetened milk unless it's chocolate milk. That's the only kind of sweet milk I don't even like the milk in the bottom of cereal. Blech. Yuck. Okay, sorry guys. James was calling. He was seeing how the glucose test went. So anyway, told him, I think this is where I left off, unsweetened original. I took a picture of it and I texted him exactly what I wanted because I am specific about it, which I need to calm down a little bit, but okay. Anyway, so he comes home and it's the sweetened kind, and I was like, I just wanted some milk. So then I started crying over milk, and it wasn't even breast milk that spilled. It was literally just almond milk that was sweet. So yeah, that's pretty much emotionally where I'm at, which is, like I said, I know I'm being ridiculous, so nobody has to tell me that, because I know that. Before you're pregnant, I feel like you can control your emotions pretty well, or at least I could, I suppose. But now it's just, any little thing can totally set me off, and it's dumb. It's so dumb. I can't get a hold of myself. So that's a little frustrating, and I know that it has to be frustrating for James, because he's the one who definitely gets the brunt of it. So hopefully I can kind of level that out a little bit soon and not be so emotional. Okay, and then the last thing is the glucose test today, which was so not bad. Some people said that it didn't bother them at all. Other people said it was the worst thing ever. I don't really like sugary drinks. I'm not a soda drinker. I'll drink Kool-Aid sometimes, but that's not really my jam. I like water. That's pretty much what I drink. And so I was really worried, and I really don't like orange flavored things, and that's what this was. I was terrified. I was like, oh, I'm probably gonna get sick. It's gonna be awful. Ugh. But honestly, it was not bad. It literally tasted like a super sweet orange soda drink. And not that I would pick it normally to drink. If I had a bunch of them in my fridge, I would be like, I'm gonna drink this right now. But it wasn't horrible. I slammed it in like 2 minutes. No big deal whatsoever. I didn't feel sick afterwards. I didn't feel shaky or weird. I was a little hyped up, I suppose, because I guess I don't drink super sugary things a lot. Truly wasn't bad. So they drew my blood, and I'll get the results back hopefully today. And then also at the doctor's I got my Tdap shot, which would be the whooping cough shot. Got that, so that's good. And everything else looked great. So I go back in a month, And that's pretty much it. One more thing I wanted to show you guys. If you follow me on Instagram, you've already seen it. But for all of you that haven't, I got the best Christmas present ever from James. He did so well, guys. Like, he's amazing. And he got it on like a Black Friday deal, so we got a really, really good deal on it. Anyway, let me show you. I only wanted this diaper bag since however long ago we started trying to get pregnant, so it's over 2 years ago now. Because one of my friends had a Petunia pickle bottom bag, and I was obsessed with it, and I saw this one. It is a gray, and it has kind of like a flowery kind of print, but it's not super in-your-face flowers. So this is the backpack version, so you can wear it as a backpack or use it as a tote. And there's a lot of cool features of the bag, which I'm not going to go into it in the bump date. But I will probably do a review on it once Jonathan's here and I've used it. You know, really utilize the whole bag and see how much I love it. But so far, I'm obsessed with it, and I just want to like carry it around with me all the time. Just be like, hey. Okay, so now that I've talked your ears off for probably, I don't even know how many minutes, I will show you my belly. Alright guys, that was my 27-week bump date and bump. I hope you guys are having just such a good week, and I plan on doing my makeup tutorial because a lot of people have asked about it. There's one particular look that I do, and on every single video that I have my makeup done like that, people ask for a tutorial. So I will do the tutorial on how to do that particular look, not the one I have today because this is a little lazy. Anyway, so hopefully I'll do that maybe tomorrow or Monday at the latest, but I hope you guys enjoy that. And if you didn't see the whisper challenge that I put up, what day was that? Maybe the day before New Year's Eve? Something like that. I did it with my brother and his girlfriend, and it turned out pretty hilarious. So if you want to go watch that, you should. It's pretty funny. But otherwise, I will see you in my makeup tutorial, and then I will see you next week in my bump date. But like I said, I hope you guys are doing wonderful, and I will see you soon. Bye guys!